Hey, I'm Roy with St. Cristobal Boat Works. We're here at the 2018 Texas Water Safari, and I have Doug and Dutch Byerly with me, and they're doing the race. What motivated you guys to do this?
I motivated him, and I've always wanted to do it my entire life. And also just want to see the backside of Texas, which very few people get to see this view of Texas.
And we're definitely going to get to do that, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the St. Lawrence Skiff is a little bit out of place here. I mean, it is, after all, it's a rowboat. It's not really a canoe. It's not really made to be paddled. And so what's that going to mean for us?
Well, hopefully that's going to be an advantage for us, because I've been a rower all my life. I've never really paddled, so my strength is rowing versus paddling. So that's hopefully gives us a little bit of advantage.
Okay, it's going to be interesting. We've had a lot of people coming by, looking at the boat, telling us we're going to do great, telling us we're not going to do great. We're going to get our money's worth. All kinds of other fun things. So this is really going to be a learning experience for all of us. It's definitely going to be an adventure. I know you guys have been on some other adventures. You have some other sailing and boating experience. Just real quickly, what's that about?
Some of the other boating, like we did Harvest Moon. Okay, that was in 2015 or 14? 14, I think it was.
And you've done some cruising in the Caribbean on a big
correct.
boat?
Right.
And you've done a lot of dinghy racing.
I've done a lot of Opti racing. I did Optis for about 8 years, got to go to Argentina and Italy. And now I've been doing more bigger boats like 420s, FJs, J22s, J70s.
Okay, awesome. Well, good luck. We're gonna learn a lot.
Quick question, our goal is to do it in about 60 hours, give or take.
Okay.
It is Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. We're trying to finish up sometime around 9 p.m. Monday night. So it's a non-stop race.
Well, we'll be getting video and hopefully getting it out, blogging it during the whole event.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, by the picnic bench, okay? Okay.
30 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Ready, set.
What?
I have to listen to Dutch. So we're back from the Texas Water Safari. That's the world's toughest canoe race, and we were doing it in the St. Lawrence Skiff. How did it go?
Go ahead, Dutch.
Go ahead, Dad.
Well, it went well, okay, except we had some equipment failures. Okay, the first thing that happened, we hit went around a tough bend. The current was really strong. We slammed the cypress tree and cracked our starboard oar. Okay, still usable. Okay, so we kept on going. We thought we'd hold together, and then the second thing that happened, Dutch was in the back paddling with a ZRE paddle, and it snapped on him. Okay, so now we're down to 2 oars and 1 paddle. So he took my paddle. We continued to paddle along. Then we had to make a hard port turn. I was pulling hard on starboard oar, and it broke. So now we're down to 1 oar, 1 paddle. We said we can still do this, and we came up with a system we can still oar with one side, and you could paddle one side and still keep pretty good speed. So we kind of quit, we recessed, started again, quit, and then started again. And then we said, we can do this. We might be able to make it with 1 oar and 1 paddle. we're getting optimistic. And then we heard a crack.
Failures. Can you show us what broke?
This is our starboard oar that went first. You see if you kind of.
Yep. We got a little wiggle there. Yep.
And what happened was we smashed that against a cypress tree, making a corner.
Okay.
And that's what made this one fail.
Right.
This one we think failed because when we were going down the dam, we dropped the boat over the cliff. This oar got blocked up. We had to lift the boat back up, unjam the oar, okay, and then relower it. I think that's what stressed this at that time.
Right.
And caused it to break later on.
Got it.
Okay.
And we were amazed to see that this actually is a carbon and composite fiberglass combination.
Right. And then Dutch.
This is just the paddle that broke.
And you just overloaded it.
I think
Just-
so.
You were just overpowered it. All those years of wrestling with your brother
And I think
finally
you
paid off.
maybe put a couple more ounces by the little bit heavier paddle next time, not the super light one. Probably down to like 1 knot, 2 knot long current. So.
Not gonna make it there in time.
But
Not gonna
going
make
through
it
the
there in
rapids, we outperformed everybody going through the rapids.
Right.
Right. Everybody was wiping out or swamping, and we just charged through it. Even when we were down to 1 paddle and 1 oar, we're still going through the rapids.
Yep.
Okay, with no problems. So.
That's great. That's great. Well, back in the days when I was racing catamarans, we used to say, no such thing as bad conditions, only bad equipment.
Yeah.
So we were taken out by some bad equipment. So the boat did good though. You went through the portages easily. You went through some of the dams. There's some video out there of you going through some pretty swift water. A lot more than I would have thought the boat would have done.
Boat did really well in the swift water. There's no problem with that. Very stable. And then when we did go over 1 dam, we almost kind of tossed the dam about 20 feet down. Okay, and kind of landed nose down and got a little bit stuck, got unstuck, but boat came through unscratched. It was just a tough boat.
Right. So we knew this was going to be an experiment with this St. Lawrence skiff doing this race. It's a very different boat than the race boats doing that race, and it's never really going to be a race boat. Although maybe we'll keep trying to make it one. I really wanted to see how you were going to do in the lower parts of the river, where you could really get the oars out and really start working in that calmer water, and really when you got to the bay, it was really going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I know we were hoping for some weather down there to slow everybody else up. So, are you game for this again next year?
Yeah, we're on. We're already talking about it.
All right. Well, maybe we'll have a much lighter, Kevlar carbon boat for you
And
to do it in.
I think also when we got into more straighter parts where we weren't making a lot of turns, we get that boat up to speed and keep the speed there. Right. We would have had a little bit more advantage.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, you got the whole next year to practice. We got the whole next year to build boats, and I thank you all so much for doing it.
Okay.